Smoothie popularity is skyrocketing, and so are their prices. We were just talking about that. But just because something is sold as a smoothie, it doesn't actually mean it's healthy. And registered dietitian and nutritionist, our friend Maya Feller, is right here.
Hello.
Helping us debunk the myths and offer some suggestions, right? It's not just about saying, hey, this is not real. We've got some solutions.
Yeah.
So tell us about this, because you say that not all smoothies are created equal.
That is so correct, Gio. So here's the thing. Oftentimes with these smoothies that are trending, there's some celebrity behind them. There's this idea that because it is backed by a celebrity, it is better for you. I am here to say that's not always the case. I don't want to be too negative, but I want folks to really be discerning when it comes to what's in their smoothies. The base of many of them is like juice. You know, we get a lot of added sugar put into those smoothies sometimes, and people really should think twice about it. So sometimes it's juice, sometimes it'll be also a sugar-sweetened non-dairy beverage that's in there. Also, sometimes there's tons of protein, like way too much for one small little shot. People will look at it and they'll say like, oh, this is a good thing, but you really have to look at the quantities and the portions that are in that smoothie before you say like, hey, this is something that I want to drink on a regular basis.
So is the color a hint?
I love that question. So here's the thing with the color. People often are like, oh my goodness, it's blue, that blue butterfly pea. It's trending right now. Guess what? It can still be packed with juice. It can still have sugar-sweetened non-dairy beverage in there. Just because it's green or bright blue does not necessarily mean that it's going to be better for you.
Okay, so you mentioned juice, probably steering clear of that. What else should we avoid in our smoothie?
Yeah, so I'm a big believer in if you're going to have your protein, know how much is in there. Sometimes these things have like 40 or 50 grams of protein. That is way too much. I know. It's too much in a smoothie.
Also makes it like,
more than a meal.
It makes it really thick. Like
It does, and it's not delicious. So also the other thing that I'm going to say is be mindful of the added sugars in there, and also pay attention to the quantity of fat that is in there, only because it's a beverage. It's not an actual meal.
Yeah, so those are what we should avoid. What about the must-haves? I mean, for me, it's not a smoothie if it doesn't have a banana.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I love that. I love that so much. Okay, so things that I love to see are fruits and vegetables in there. I also like, if you're gonna have a dairy or a non-dairy, let it be unsweetened. That way you can actually modify the sweetness with the fruits, things like dates, spinach. I tend to go more on the vegetables forward side just because we don't get enough veggies.
Yeah.
And then if you wanna play with your additives, you can add your proteins in by using things like nut butters and seeds. I tend to be a more whole foods-based person, especially when I'm working with patients, but really your fruits, your vegetables, keep it simple, keep it basic.
And those nut butters add a good texture.
Oh, they sure do. That's what I like.
Yeah.
You have a simple recipe.
I have a simple recipe that I would love for all of you to taste. It's right here. I think
it better be good.
Oh my gosh,
well,
the pressure is
not enough umbrella, so you know it's good.
I know the color is a little scary. So here's the thing. Thank you so much. What's in this is triple seeds. We've got hemp, chia, and flax. That's going to give you some omegas, a little bit of protein.
Oh, okay, this is really good.
We've got some berries in there, a little bit of spinach, and 2 dates. And the dates are what help it to be sweet. I know.
And it doesn't taste too sweet.
Not at all.
No, this is really, really good.
It's not bad.
And but it's not too vegetable-y either.
That's,
you know, that's not really a word.
And
but
it is totally
you know
a
what
word.
I'm saying.
It does.
I
I
like
know
that it looks healthy.
It does look healthy.
I know. You can add a little blue spirulina in there if you want it to be
This definitely
fancy.
doesn't have the color thing. It doesn't. Thank you, Maya. You are the best. We
Oh my
appreciate
goodness,
you.
really good.
Thank you so much. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.